Welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 2, where we're going to talk about one more property that we didn't get to yesterday, and that is the distributive property. You should find the page in your notes that says distributive property on it. And be prepared to write. It says to multiply a sum or difference. Sum means add, difference means subtract. Multiply each number in the parentheses by the number outside the parentheses. And you know what's really hard to do? Write if I change the screen. So if you need more time to write, pause. Okay, so here's an example of what this could look like. Use the distributive property. Multiply the number on the outside by both numbers. Wait, both numbers means there's 2 on the inside, and right now there's only 1 on the inside. So I need to figure out a way to break 102 into 2 numbers. Lots of people tell me 10 and 2, but that's not worth the same as 102. So I need to think about what is worth the same as 102. Ooh. 51 and 51. That is true. It is the same as 102. But if I go back, it says I'm going to have to multiply. And I don't really want to multiply anything with 51. So I'm going to keep thinking. What is the same as 102? I know. 100 plus 2. So now I'm going to take the number on the outside times both numbers on the inside. I always draw these lines, arrows, rainbows, whatever you want to call them. Always. To remind my brain that I have to multiply twice. Always. So I first need to do 20 times 100, and I then need to do 20 times 2. Good thing I didn't skip or stay with 51 because I don't really want to multiply anything times 51. So 20 times 100 is my first rainbow arrow arc situation, which is 2,000. 20 times 2 is my second arc rainbow arrow, 40. What do I do next? Add, because it said add, to get 2,040. Notice, even though this said mentally like mental math, that does not mean don't ever write anything down. Some 7th graders get confused when they see that word and they think that gives them permission to not write things down. Turns out that's not true. Still keep track of your work. It's okay if you know the facts in your head. That was the point of this. Next one. Multiply 9 times 199. But wait, multiply the number in parentheses. There is no number in parentheses. Remember, multiply can also be smushed together with a parenthesis. Multiply the number on the outside times both numbers on the inside. But wait, there aren't two numbers on the inside. If you remember back, it said we could have adding or subtracting. I feel like this would be a really good time to do subtracting. Because 200 minus 1 is the same as 199. Multiply both numbers on the inside times the number on the outside. I always draw the rainbow arches, whatever you want to call them. You should too. 9 times 2. Add 2 zeros. 9 times 1. Notice it said mental math, but I still wrote things down because mental math is not a reason not to show my work. Then I'm left with 1,800 minus 9. 1,791. I don't know about you, but I kind of miss when my church used to have pancake breakfasts. COVID is kind of making those situations not happen right now. On this particular pancake breakfast, 397 people ate 4 pancakes each. So now the group, maybe it was the Knights of Columbus, says, oh, we better write that down so we can estimate next time how many pancakes to make. What are they going to write down? 397 times 4. And everyone groans because they do not want to multiply 397 times 4. But wait, the distributive property has a way to make that better. Which number is in parentheses? I think you should put the bigger number in parentheses. Why is 4 at the end? No big deal. The commutative property says multiplying can be in any order. So move it to the front. Now I have 4 times 397. Multiply both numbers outside of the parentheses, in the parentheses times the number on the outside. Oh no, there's not 2 numbers inside. That's okay. 400 minus 3 is the same as 397. Now I can multiply the number on the outside times both numbers on the inside. 4 times 400. I always remind myself to multiply with an arrow. 4 times 3. Subtract 1,588 pancakes. Now whoever's doing the shopping for the pancake breakfast knows they need supplies for at least 1,588 pancakes. Press pause and try this same problem. Sometimes Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts sell things like popcorn, cookies. This club is selling calendars, $7 each, and they ended up selling 204 calendars. Which one's in parentheses? I would put the bigger one in parentheses. Oh no, there's not two numbers in the inside. Now there is, because 200 plus 4 is the same as 204. Multiply both numbers inside times the number on the outside. I always draw the arrows, rainbows, arches, whatever you want to call it, to remind myself what to do. Wow, $1,428. That sounds like a great camping trip in this club's future. So, distributive property. Multiply the number on the outside times both numbers on the inside. There's actually a way also to undo the distributive property. It looks like to me someone did the distributive property right now, but they didn't actually make the problem easier, so that is a problem. Let's undo the distributive property. I need a number on the outside and two numbers on the inside. What number could be on the outside, I wonder? Whatever number got multiplied first. What's left for the inside then? 15 minus 5. Turns out this problem is easier to not do the distributive property, to undo it. Because 15 minus 5, I can just use order of operations. 8 times 10, that's one of my easiest facts, times 10. Let's undo distributive property, because 7 times 21, not my favorite. I wonder what number was on the outside. Whatever number there is 2 of. What's left for the inside? Now I can just use order of operations, because this is going to be some facts that I know. 21 plus 9 is a friendly 30 times 7, 210. This would be a good spot to pause the video and try the next two by yourself. I wonder what number was on the outside. Which number got multiplied twice? I know, 12. What's left for the inside? 52 minus 62. Be very careful. If you have $52 and you spend $62, the bank is calling to tell you you are negative 10. You owe the bank $10. Positive times a negative. When you have one of each, it's 120. Last one. What? Of course they changed it. There's always a trick one. This is it. Why is the 7 at the end? It's not supposed to be at the end. Oh, right. Multiplying can be in any order. If it's bothering you, change the order. What number got multiplied twice? 7. Put that in front. What's left? 16 minus 11. 5. When you start page 76, part 1, there will be 2 types of problems. Problem type number 1, use the distributive property to make the problem easier. Problem type number 2, undo the distributive property to make the problem easier. Don't forget, you can rewind and pause this video as many times as you need to understand. That is very important. Thanks for tuning in today. Talk to you soon.